Okay, so if I talk, can you hear me? Yeah, I had it on mute. Can you still really not hear me? That would be really upsetting. That's so frustrating. Oh, you can hear me now. Type something specific if you can hear me. Something like, yes, I can hear you. Oh, okay, awesome. Okay, alright. So, we're gonna start a new game then. I might have said this before, but the loading times for this game can be really long. That's just a part of it. Sometimes it just adds to the suspense. How's my volume? Is it like okay compared to the game? Okay, I'm just getting the yes, I can hear you, so I think there's definitely a significant delay between the stream and what I'm saying and doing. Yeah, I don't think it's your internet. I think it's just the fact that Twitch takes relay time. Um, okay, so here we are in Pathologic. There's our guy. I tend to be like a Snoopy player. I like to look around the edges, so we'll take detours sometimes and just look at stuff.
We're all strong enough to support one another's misfortune.
So, Barack, your performance was a flop. You're unfit for the role. A cursed production. This is our second attempt and a second failure. Will you try to stage it yet again? You think it's your internet? Are things lagging and not coming through well, or are things still coming through? Like it's not like, you know, messed up or anything? And I'm gonna just have to wait 1,000 years until I see your response there, sorry. Okay, no, I'm gonna keep going while you do that. Okay. Um, why not? But you won't be there. You do nothing to improve yourself. But I do. That's how Artemis says it. That is, ahem, not for you to judge. We gave it all we had. Whatever. You are dismissed. The bird will give you your final payment. Aren't you tired of those beakheads? They're trouble. Oh, okay, there was a sudden leap. Well, it's a good thing that I stayed still for a very long time. It's also going to be saved as a VOD, so if there are any issues, like, you can go back and rewatch certain parts for the record. They were the only useful people around. Right. And that symbol up the top means loading, so I usually wait for it to clear before I do anything. Usually I have to, honestly. Yeah, I can't even pause right now to wait with you. Okay, so let me know when you're good. Oh yeah, okay, so the conversation between Mark and Artemy was basically just ambiguous. I hope the speed is better too. I was saying, in case you didn't hear that part, that it will be saved as a VOD either way, so you can go back and rewatch parts where maybe the connection isn't so good, but I'm gonna try and like play through as smoothly as possible unless there's like really bad connection stuff, I think. Like we'll play it by ear. But the connection was basically, it was like the conversation was like a small argument, but not really. It was, philosophical like Pathologic is, where Mark was basically just saying, this performance was a flop, and Artemy was speaking back vaguely enough to be like, oh, come on. And just, there wasn't a lot of meaning and understanding to it. But he did tell us to go see the beakheads to receive our payment. So then we were dropped out of that conversation and loaded into this setting with its happy, happy screams. If you were looking carefully, you might have caught who is standing in the hospital, but we're going to poke around first. Lots of bodies. Do you see him? Do you see who I see? Okay, good. I'm glad that it should be better. Anyway, let's go talk to our absolute beloved. Pressing left bumper highlights characters who have something to say. What a perfect time to figure out that my Xbox controller is experiencing some drift. Okay, that's cool. Alright. Let's go talk to my man, Daniil Dankovsky. They don't trust me anymore. I wasn't even invited to the final council. Where are the birds? Up. Where else? If you mean the real ones. I meant the orderlies. Ah, God. Look at his face. I'm obsessed. I want to be you, Bachelor Dankovsky. There he is, in all his glory. I'm gonna linger on him from time to time. I get just obsessed when he's in the room. And here we have Clara. Well, the changeling.
Love is
Okay.
vital. How can I make you see?
Turns out the birds aren't birds at all. Want to know what they are? Lean down and I'll tell you. Lower, lower now. They're fingers. Did they tell you that? Yeah, this is a direct quote. We're not birds, we're fingers. That's why people call them executors. Are you tired? Want me to relieve your headache? I'd rather you relieve my heartache. It's become so acute lately, like my heart expires. Alright, and now we head upstairs to talk to the executor. And we look at Denkovsky from above because I love him. Poor man is just in such turmoil. These shadows are so cool. This game looks so good. Want to receive your payment? Well, everyone will get paid what they're due in the cathedral. That's where the final choice will be made. By whom? The authorities. Fitting. It looks so good. Let me know at any point if my volume is like bad compared to the game's volume, because I can adjust that a little bit. Okay, press that to open my journal. So this introduces the thought mechanic. I don't typically keep up with the thought mechanic at all because it webs out very quickly and I tend to get confused. But it makes some beautiful artwork, so we'll check in on it from time to time. And if we press A here, it will lead us to a loading screen. And by that I mean the map. Okay, so there's the cathedral. This is the entire town. I've zoomed out so that we can see all of it. And this is the theater. We're here right now. So we're gonna go take a walk to the cathedral. Goodbye, husband. More Bachelor in Pain, please? Just you wait. Oh my god, I cannot wait for the Bachelor route to come out. Okay, so we are outside the theater. Day 12, the last one, which the Harrispex ends with a semicolon. Tells me that I can open up my map. Alright, so now we get to take our first little tour of the town. This pleasant place that we love so much. Ugh. Next to just the most bangin' soundtrack of all time. Oh my god. It does not get any less brutal the more you play this game. Move along, Doctor. Nothing to see here. Work as usual. I'm gonna ask, who are these people? They're looters. Like I said, it's work as usual. You do your job and we'll do ours. You should let them go. A couple less, a couple more. What does it matter? Not that they will. God. You're about to be real excited. Oh my god, the plague clouds in the distance. I know, the music is so good. I have this on my phone just because I'm obsessed. I know where you're going. Want a piece of advice? What? You're alive. Heed my advice. You think she loves you? Think she's a friend and he's a foe because he brought in cannons? Don't talk to her first. Talk to him. Bayarla, Saba, and now I need to go. Ugh, I love Aspity. I'm just gonna hang out with her for a second. Ugh. Queen shit. Oh, Aspity. Did you get tired? Oh, Aspity. Classic Aspity. I think I might have walked past someone I wanted to talk to. God, it's just plague clouds. And bodies. Oh, I have a question for you. So, oh, you're disconnected? Okay. I think... Alright, you said you're back, and then I'm getting also let me reload and see if things are better, so... Tell me either way when things are back. And then we will press on. Okay, you think you're back? Okay, alright, let's press on then. And hopefully it holds up a little better. But yeah, I was saying I think that I missed a person that I wanted to talk to, but that's okay. And also, I was gonna ask a question. Oh yeah, okay. So this is basically like my fourth playthrough, I think. Fourth or fifth of the main Harrispex route. So I was wondering, how much of my knowledge do you want me to use? The last game that I ran, I save scummed a little bit, but I only had one death. I think I don't want to do that as much this time, and I just will rather, like, take the deaths as they're dealt to me. But for stuff like, efficient quest achievements, I think, I'm gonna use a little bit of my foreknowledge to be like, well, in the end, this is what we want to happen. So I'm gonna do it, and you'll know why when it happens. And then, of course, we've got children playing. Speaking of children... Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot that you also have foreknowledge. Okay, yeah. So we are going to accept our deaths but play efficiently. And these kids are just going to stare at us. Yep, alright. I definitely missed the other person I wanted to talk to, but I'm not going to go back now. Alright, so here we have arrived at the cathedral, and right beside it, the man, the myth, the lady, we've got the polyhedron. But we'll get to that. Alright, we are inside the cathedral. And so basically we had a conversation with Aspity that I know, it's so pretty. We had a conversation with Aspity that unfortunately you're disconnected for, where she essentially told us, don't talk to her first, talk to him. I'm gonna let you pick who we talk to first, to be honest. Do you want to talk to her first, or him, based on Aspity's requests? And I'll just look at the pretty stained glass while I wait for your answer. For a second I thought you wrote him, and I was like, wow, you're passionate. We can talk to her, or we can talk to him. One thing this game is, like, so good at, like, for how much the characters, like, don't interact with each other, it is so good at, oh shit. Alright, I can't go talk to them. It is so good at, like, painting tableaus. And, like, just creating really dramatic scenes and positioning between characters. I can't go upstairs. You still haven't told me. Do you want to talk to her or him? I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna talk to them both, but... Oh no, now I'm scared that this means you've disconnected again. Are you still there? Oh no, this does not bode well. I mean, it's so typical that everything bad has to go wrong right at the start. Okay, but if you're back, that's all cool. Okay. If problems do persist, though, my suggestion is that, perhaps, like, I think you're probably gonna have to go back through the VOD a lot, unfortunately. So maybe, like, um, the best thing, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you would prefer. If you would prefer for me to hang out and wait and let you watch it live, or to, like, make a good, just a better viewing experience, for you when it's just a video you're streaming as opposed to, like, a live stream. Let me know whatever you prefer. Well, yeah, not even try another time, but, like, I'll just go through the playthrough, and then when I'm finished, I'll be like, hey, okay, so the video is up now, and then you can just watch through the video without the lagging stuff. Okay. I'm getting, you can continue. Okay, so I will. Oh, is my voice not coming through? Oh, okay. We're doing so great. Okay, alright. I'm gonna listen to Aspity. I'm gonna talk to him.
I feel feverish.
Is this the doctor? You aren't going to level the town, are you, General? Am I supposed to discuss this matter with civilians? I'm not just any civilian, I'm a doctor. What is this nonsense? State your name and occupation. Burak. 3 doctors operated in this town. I'm one of them. No, yeah, you definitely have a delay. Okay. I see. Give me a reason to call off the bombardment. You have 1 chance. I know how to make a serum. We'll need time to produce it at scale, but the recipe has been developed. No, it doesn't make a difference. We'll have to talk to them both, but I wanted to give you a fun little option. In case you did care. So nice of them to consider Clara as a doctor. Well, unfortunately, they're not actually talking about Clara. They're talking about stock, I think. But we can pretend that they're talking about Clara. No, Barack. If you told me you had 3 tank cars of that panacea and an army of doctors from the capital ready to administer it, that would have convinced me. As it stands, there's no going back. It's too great a risk. We only had 12 days. That's not enough time. Okay, now we'll talk to Aglaya.
21, 34, 55. Enough.
Yeah, if I can, I'll always try to let them say their little, thing that they're gonna say first. Why have you come? You now decide the town's fate. We already decided everything without you. You've come uninvited. What did you decide? She's your love, huh? No, yeah, she's gorgeous, and she's very interesting to talk to later on. I get mad because she tries to step in on my boy Dankovsky. Who are you to demand reports from us? A backwoodsman, a self-taught doctor practicing barbaric traditional medicine? Oh, but I know who you are. You're the person I was very wrong to put my hopes on, the person who let me down. Out now. I know where to get the ingredient for my serum. We can produce it. Hey, you, over there. Seize this man and throw him out. Aglaya, listen to me. Whoop. There's our boy. Outside of the theater.
Shall I sing you a song?
So you insist on a second attempt, huh? Stubborn. In my case, not a second, a fourth or a fifth. Yeah, no, I get you, I get you. But because this is you, not a second, a first one. Alright, let's roll then. Let us imagine that the last train has not yet left the station. Just don't be late. Alright, let's roll. Thanks, gang. See you later, Aglaya. You are Artemi Barak, a surgeon. You're coming back to your hometown, summoned by a disturbing letter from your father. And these loading screens are just gonna be a little bit murder sometimes. But that's okay. We're patient. On the way home, when it all begins. Egads! I didn't see that coming. Murder, you say, huh? Okay, so... Fellow traveler says, how did you get inside this coffin? Me? You were the one in the coffin. Why did you crawl in there? Don't say it out loud. Don't tempt internet fate. I was hiding. It's one tiny compartment. Your bones must be aching. A coffin is the best means of transportation in the world. It can get you to unimaginable places. You look alive, though, so that vehicle is beyond your means for now. A free rider, huh? Just like you. No way. We're no birds of a feather, you and I. I like that Artemis sleeps with bread in his cot. Same, I guess. Why wrap that up and keep it somewhere clean? He's only a doctor. Oh yeah, the lamp. I literally never use this. Fun. Railroads are beautiful. They always lead to one place you can't turn from, except when there's a silly mistake like this crash, dying just to escape fate. Stupid. Boring. What is that monster? Ahead or behind? Is there something monstrous ahead? I don't see any danger. Look closer. Ahead is death. Would you like to check? What about the bull on the tracks? That is Bos Turok, a creature of the steppe legends from which the world was created. What was he trying to achieve here? Stupid. Life can never prevent death. What is ahead then? Why the fires? As you can see, the blood no longer flows in this artery. There's a clot. You're a doctor, aren't you? Do you have medicine with you? What clot? What are those black flakes? How should we know? You're the doctor, not us. Go and see. We're only ensuring no other trains are derailed. We'll fix yours, too, once the beast leaves the tracks. I'll go on foot then. Someone's waiting for me. It's a big old bull. Yep, no turning back. I hope you enjoy this lantern ambiance because this is the last time it's going to happen in Pathologic 2. Oh! Bro, didn't eat enough bread. Alright, and we're back. Alright, quick, eat the bread before we pass out again. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Want to share secrets? Why? You can share your worries, and I'll take them with me. Into the coffin? Deal. Who goes first? You. I'm worried people won't be so happy to see me in the town. What if they shun me like some mutt and slam doors in my face? What if my toll is too small? I could fail to meet my goal. But maybe this is only anxiety. Yes, I can do it. Are you a preacher? Not really. Oh, hello, Darth Junius. This is my 4th time playing this game. Not really. Your turn now. Be honest, and your fate will change. That's how it goes. I'm worried about my father. He summoned me with a letter. A troublesome one. Something bad has happened. Do you want to play? Some of the options I'll pick not necessarily because I want to pick them, but just because I want to show you as much of the game as possible and as much as the interesting conversations as possible. So as much as it's not wise, Artemy is going to say, I'm game. Dice? What are the stakes? Your fate. A person can't lose their fate. This game is so beautiful. Oh, it's not fun for you anymore. That's too bad. I don't get sick of games. I could play this game probably 10 more times and still have a very good time with it. Survivor says, someone heavy. I hear heavy steps in the dark. I can't see you. Are you deaf? No, I'm a doctor. What's wrong with you? My cat has just come to say hello. Thanks, Bio. Water. I'm so thirsty. I need a drink of fresh water. Please bring it to me. Alright, wait a bit. I'll ask where do I get it. I only know it because I know it. Where do I get it? Outside, in the yard. Hard to talk. Wait for me. Before we go, we will open up this last door over here. And then we will head out to the yard to get some water. Oh, I don't think I even have a bottle. Shoot, I forgot to grab one. There we go. Oh, and we've got a cloak. Nice. Yeah, we could, look through the cabinets here and stuff, but it's not gonna make much difference because we're still in the tutorial. Alright, so we've got some water for this poor dying woman. Oh, you can save everybody? I have, my most recent playthrough, oh man, there goes that guy. My most recent playthrough, I lost 3 people. Oh no, and it's all full of coffins now. I lost Aspity, I lost Andre, and I lost, Big Vlad. Oh my god. They're back. And unfortunately, there's no way to get to her. Yeah, the inventory system is great. But yeah, so when I play now, it's more so, yeah, just about the stress of getting from place to place. I'm right at the point where I feel like very confident in my abilities to play this game. Fellow Traveler says, bad dream? Why did you wake me up? Did I? Awake, asleep, it doesn't matter. You're a restless man. I just wondered what's inside you. Why? Just who I am. I like to get under people's skin, to look beneath the surface. Curiosity killed the cat. This guy's getting a little bit too, in my boundaries. Yeah, we're surrounded by some of the kin now. Oh my gosh. I know it's just the game loading, but the fact that they keep multiplying as I turn around, oh my god, that was creepy and cool. Oh really? Schmouters. I found a decent amount of Schmouters in my last run, but it was the Panaceas that saved me. And collecting them. Never mind, I'm not gonna say that. Because we're not there yet. Okay, so, the kin one says, let Mother Botto caress your step, Kolbun. You haven't forgotten your people, have you? Bayarla, Kolbun. Do you have a good heart? I don't know. I'm afraid it's sick. We hear earth with our hearts. The heart has a pulse. So does earth. If they sing in harmony, you hear the language of earth and herbs, the language of warmth and cold. Look, Tanger, and listen. Whose words are all around? What does earth say? This is just my inner voice. A lot of time passed. You were gone. You forgot many things. Your heart is spoiled, Katanger. Let us see if it's rotten. How can you see that? The fight will show. Whose heart is keen? Who hears the unheard words? You will see my heart. The kin's blood runs through me. I was never torn from my people. I'll take a look. Fighting is another thing that I don't do a lot of in this game, so, I don't know whether that makes me, very similar or very different from other, because I haven't seen a lot of other people play this game. I'm out of stamina. I don't know how much others tend to rely on fighting as a means to get through, but I hardly ever fight. Let us trade hearts, Kolbun. Let us become kin. What need do you have of mine? Isn't it rotten? Oh no, your connection's getting wonky. Like I said, I'm just gonna try to keep playing through smoothly, and then it'll all be here when you can, get on the VOD. A river of good washes away a drop of rot. There's no me and you. There's a people, Katanga. Mix your flesh with ours. Just let me go in peace. You're back? Okay, good. No, yeah, it's a really good and engaging tutorial. And this is the barter system. So we've traded a rotten heart for a good heart. And we're back in the train car. Oh, jeez. I can't believe that got me. I cannot believe. Oh my god. Because this game is just, it's such a long runtime that by the time I get back to the beginning, I never fully remember everything that happens at the start. And the start is full of a lot of good gimmicks and gotchas. Oh. We're almost there. Are you relieved? Oh yes. Can't wait to get there. Just can't wait. It feels like we're riding in circles. Well, it was nice passing the time. Good luck with your father. I'm sure he can't wait. I hope so. This trip has been a long time coming. Yeah, jump scare, exactly. Oh my god! Twice in a row, this guy! That's ridiculous. I should have more dignity than this. I was just talking about how I played through this game like 4 or 5 times. Alright. Say goodbye to the bread. We're leaving the bread behind.
Dear son, Artemy, I write to you after so many years apart in the hopes that you may find a way to return to us. Something worries me. I fear a difficult trial approaches. I hope that your studies have proven fruitful, and that you have achieved great skill as a surgeon. Such skill might be of use here. I remain the only physician in this town, but you know that I am growing old. I need an assistant.
So that was our father's voice, and this is actually our father's house that we are entering. I hate this house. It's, like, so bad as far as houses go. And you'll see what I mean as we continue to walk down house corridors and hallways and turns and corners and stairs. Like, imagine living in this home as a child. And it makes no sense. It's the least logical house I've ever seen in my entire life. After the intro, the game will no longer autosave. Find places to save manually. Yeah, it's really easy to keep playing this game for like hours and hours and hours because you find a rhythm with it. And it's just like task after task after task after task. It gets difficult to find like stopping points. Just by the nature of how much you need to keep moving. And yes, the loading times are just gonna be like this sometimes. It's the sacrifice we make to play Pathologic 2. A very, very good game. can't remember if that was... That might have been the end of the tutorial, or there might be, like, one thing left. I can't remember. No, yep, that was the end of the intro. That's us. That's Artemy. We're extremely wounded. Yeah, these dudes totally just tried to murder us. Right off the train. Artemy Barak's tormentous nightmare. And here we are. Day 1, in which the Haruspex finds out his hometown has changed beyond recognition. And I can't move until it finishes loading. This is also normal. It does that when it finishes loading. Okay. Yeah, there's always just a brief freeze. Alright, we're just gonna take everything off their bodies. They don't deserve to keep stuff after trying to kill us. And they've got some good stuff on them. Like, that's gonna be important. Hello, doghead child.
The worst is yet to come.
You hit hard for a hunchback. But whoa, boy, you screwed up. Those 3 guys are dead. I saw you do it, too. You're gonna be in serious trouble. A hunchback? Kid, I'm bent over in pain here. You need to handle that bleeding, old man. You're covered in blood. Your own blood. You don't need to lecture me, boy. I'm a surgeon. Well, I saw that. You're sure good at cutting people. All reflexes, a slicer-dicer. Do you have anything I can use to stop this bleeding? Here you go, a tourniquet. It used to be my leash, but seems like you need it more. Thanks, you're a nice kid. Man, you really have some anger problems, don't you? Zing, pow, blam. 3 guys dead. This ain't the right way. Ain't how we do things around here. I'll handle it. It's my sin to carry. I don't need a lecture. Oh man, you're gonna get in trouble. The 2 guys that got away are gonna stir up the whole town. Every dog has its day. They'll make you apologize for sure. On your back, in the dirt. I won't apologize to anyone. I acted in self-defense. Well, you gotta be nicer. Just hit him 3 times, max. Send him running and let him run. You don't actually have to kill everyone who bothers you. Jeez. I'll keep that in mind. And we can talk to him again, so I will.
Away, the mice will play.
The one with the knife was Kirik, a leather worker. Not gonna cry for him. That guy was nuts. Who are the others? Hell if I know. Cannery workers. You can tell by their hands. Moonlighting as highwaymen. Does the cannery underpay them? I don't know. Rumors going around that someone else got murdered tonight. Guess I should sniff around and find out. Who knows? Maybe it's true. I hope it isn't. This town's seen enough blood for one day. We can talk to these pals over here. Oh. Well, Barak, you're nearly dead. Got a few minutes left. I'm here to announce your demise. How do you know my name? I know everything. Part of the unfortunate job. I've got your whole journey laid out here. And what sort of journey is it going to be? It's not pretty, Barak. Really? Why? You've been bashed on the head several times, and the locals' fists are heavy, and one of those 4 stab wounds looks deep. Significant blood loss, too, and the local climate is unforgiving in terms of strain. Do you have any heart conditions? My heart's too soft. Your health is a mess. I'm guessing you haven't eaten in several days. But there was bread on my cot. Sorry. And that you didn't sleep last night. Did you? That's what I thought. So your hunger and exhaustion are critical too. I wonder which of these afflictions will be the death of you first. So what's your plan? Any good advice? Dressing your wounds would be a good idea. Where would I get bandages? A drugstore, Barak. You've been studying surgery for 6 years and you're just finding this out now. But it's not just about the wounds. Even when they're dressed, you still need to be aware of your body. It's not always on your side. Pay attention to its needs. I'll figure it out. What next? Next you die anyway, because the whole town will soon have it out for you. And it's got nothing to do with the 3 poor souls you've just done in. Great. Why do they hate me? My colleague over there can explain it better. That's his role. Mine is teaching you how your body works, so you don't die before you make it home. I don't need it. I'm a doctor, remember? Welcome back, Warden. You've been away a while. You probably don't even remember the heady scent of twire in the air. Do you know why you got attacked? I'm not warden to anyone, much less to an irritating bird. Rude. Do you think it's smart to get cheeky at me? Don't spit into the wind, as the saying goes. Wardens, Barak, are your family's role in the local stepkin. You are a stepman, aren't you? Half. My father is a stepman. Indeed. Old Isidore Barak is the exemplar of a true doctor, and a true human being, if a miserable one. Do you honor your father? He's the reason I returned. He summoned me, with a letter, said there was a threat. Do you know anything about it? Nothing's a threat to him anymore, trust me. Maybe dishonor. But even that's unlikely. You're a man of obligation, after all, aren't you? I am. Whatever, that bit's not important. Time is short. Oh, by the way, Barak, time is important. Be careful how you spend it, and be aware that you don't have much left. I know, a few more minutes. Your colleague already told me. Well, a little more. I intend to live to 80, no less. We're a long-lived family. You've got less than 2 weeks, Barak. 12 days or so. Trust me, I'm a specialist. So use your time well, and hurry home now. Why are you wasting your time here? Your father's waiting. I should hurry home, that's true. That's why I returned to town after all. Oh, I can talk to this guy again, okay. Persistent, huh? Good. Maybe you'll even survive a day or two this way. Oh, and then it's just gonna explain how food works to me. I don't care that much. Yeah. Be quiet. He must not hear your voice. Lean close. He only speaks in lies and wants you dead. I see. Care to elaborate on that, monkey man? Who snark? The executors or Artemis? The answer is yes. Do not go home, Barak. Stay clear of home. In town you have some friends yet, do you not? Yes, 3 of them. We were inseparable when we were kids. The town is yours, Barak. May you soon find how deep, how far its roots run down your spine. May you inhabit it, sink through its pores, learn vein and artery, nerve and blood and cell. You need no home beyond the town itself. Forget that place you so eagerly seek. I beg forgiveness. Grievous harm will come to me should I tell you more than I can. I'll keep what you said in mind. Except that I won't. I am headed home. Ugh, God, they paint such good pictures with their character scenes. Okay, so if we pull up the map, we can see where we are. We have a little quest marker saying this is home. So this is where we're gonna head. Prepare for a long game of walking. This is what it becomes now. Warehouses. Only rats live here. The ambiance of this game is so perfect. The loading screens could be better. There's trouble afoot. She must be offended. Or ashamed? She's free to go, we told her, but she refuses. I'll have you know we were respectful. We only checked her legs. It's mandatory. And she had normal human legs, so free to go now. Yet there she stands. Are you harassing this woman, scum? God forbid. We treated her with utmost respect. Why call us scum? We ain't no crazed mob. We're on duty here. See the leather cap? We belong to the house. On duty? We never had any kinds of patrolmen here. We are the Sabarov's people. Each of the 3 houses assigned someone to look for the monster. The Olgimskis, the Kanes, of course, and obviously the Sabarovs, the latter being us. And who might you be, good sir? I'm Isidore Barak's son. I've returned after 6 years. Oh wait, why would I say that? What monster? A steppe creature, a golem, a clay wench. It steals a woman's shape, but its legs remain clay or bone, so that's how you can tell. Bone or clay, right. I remember the tale. Can't speak to her, can't talk to him. But, yeah, real pleasant town that we've come to. Yeah, the loading screens happen between every district, so sometimes there's a hang-up there. At last, a crowd now gathers round my act. Sit down like that, now watch. Death by starvation. Too busy, but speaking of starvation, have you got any food at all? I'd cut a man open for some dry old toast. So the good sir fancies a slice. Have one. Shan't last. In half-hour's time, my act resumes. Come see, death by starvation, lads and lasses. And other. Because you already know the game, I can ask what NPC you like and dislike the most. I'm obsessed with Bachelor Denkovsky. I know he doesn't really count as an NPC because he's going to be one of the playable characters once they release his run, but I love Denkovsky. As far as straight-up town NPCs, I'm a big fan of Sticky, I'm a fan of Capella, and I like Lara well enough. Least favorite, I don't care for the Stamatin brothers. Usually they end up dying in my routes anyway. Least favorite, I don't like Big Vlad that much either. But yeah, so those are my favorites and least favorites, I think. And maybe I've forgotten one that'll come up once we are introduced to them. That's okay. I'll just find another freak with toast. Wrong. You should look for freaks that trade in trash. Perhaps home-owning freaks too foolish to see as you rummage through their paltry things. I respect other people's property. That's so. Then our good audience shall their eyes soon feast upon our play, death by starvation. Barak, can you now feel their hungry stares? I think I'll, actually no, fair enough. Can I get a lockpick then? Nice. So yeah, so I kind of glazed over this. So here are our stats on the left. Yeah, fuck Big Vlad. I don't care when Big Vlad dies. Murky, Sticky, Lara, Notkin. Oh yeah, that's good. Anna Angel, is annoying, but at least she's funny, and you can get so many resources at her house that, like, she gets a pass. Another big one for me, though, that I forgot to mention is Bad Grief. I love Bad Grief. I think he's so interesting. But yeah, okay, so here are our stats on the left. Our health is just our overall journey from death. Our immunity is how well we can resist infection. Exhaustion is sleep. Hunger is hunger. And thirst is indicative of our stamina and how much we can run. I'm just gonna have a piece of toast just because, and there's plenty of water around, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring my concentration up as well. Yeah, and we can trade with some folks, but I'm not gonna necessarily bother right now. Would you look at that? What's going on here? That's where the bodies are taken. What bodies? Of today's victims. Accidental victims. What do you mean? The autumn is foul this year. People have gone mad. That's what I mean. I don't understand. And yeah, let's have the children watch over the bodies. I'm not going to loot anybody because when it shows up red like that, that means that my reputation will go down if I engage in this act, and I do not need that. Problem with Anna Angel is her background. She is the only one I think are really evil. Yeah, Anna Angel, she's very dubious, but at least she's interesting. I can forgive a character for being a little bit evil if they'll at least be interesting. So that's the nightmare I had. Can you imagine? Just before I woke up, I told him, "Be on your way then, Kayala. People don't kill people." What do you want, old man? What are you doing here? What do you mean? We've never seen a dead person before. Have you? Yes. Be on your way then, Kayala. Why poke your nose around? You be on your way, mutts. Each has 2 eyes and 2 ears. Most have 1 nose and 1 mouth. Riddle me this. If eyes and ears were switched, what would be right? If noses and mouths were switched, what would be fixed? Just eat less before you go to sleep, and you'll stop having nightmares. The Hunchback is not in this game. I don't think so, actually, and I only vaguely know what you're talking about, because of, H-Bomber Guy's video. Yeah, no, actually, that's true, because I have not finished my Pathologic playthrough yet. I'm still only on day 2 there. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Let's go to my house. Oh, really? You can take blood with no rep damage? I did not know that. I've always been too cowardly to try. That would make getting blood so much easier. Yeah, I often just don't do the stuff that, blood necessitates, like, feeding the roots. Okay, let's talk. So, are they finished over by the stake? Trial complete? What trial? Did you hit your head somewhere, big guy? Or are you just stupid? They caught a man-eater at the bone stake lot. A clay demon from the steppe. Look, I don't have time to catch up some random idiot. Wait, where's that lot? What an idiot! This kid's so rude. I'd say you're an outsider, but you're dressed like a factory worker. That where you hit your head? The lot's in the Skinners. Got it. Maybe I'll take a look. Hey, Nukarne. Bakara, you're a good man. Buy my bull. Bayarla, Nukarne, how much do you want for it? It's as good as free. 300. Cheap indeed. Is it stolen? Oh, okay. If you take the organs, you can ruin the rep, but blood you can take freely. Huh. Cool. Yeah, I've done several runs that I just, both to get achievements and to, just test stuff out and see what happens. You offend me, Katongar. Not stolen, it's just that money is needed more than bulls these days. How come? Prices will rise 2 times tomorrow, 4 times a day after that, and Suok knows what will happen 2 days after tomorrow. I need to stock up today. Buy Arla to you for this news, Katanger. I won't buy your bull. I'd rather spend my money on other things today. Take him for 200. It's a good bull. Bakara, it'll be useful to you. I don't even have a place to keep it. Pay me now, and I'll bring it to your place later. There'll come a day when you'll be grateful to me. That was funny, Kayala. Go sell your bull to Big Vlad. He has a lot of money. Yeah, I think it's very true that I don't have enough money to buy this bull right now, yeah. So, sorry, friend. Okay, and this guy is just going to explain exhaustion to us, so I'm just gonna skip through it because we know how exhaustion works. Okay. We are almost home now, I think. Oh, I'm getting markers. Oh, someone is selling a bull here, and then rumor has it a bizarre creature was captured here. We'll check that out in a minute. Here's my friend the worm. Which way am I going? The worm's still running up behind us. He's gonna come sit at this lamppost. Speaking of which, here's Anna Angel. There, locked shut. Won't let anyone in. Not that I object. There must be order. And so it was ordered. Our house was locked? Who ordered that? Saburov, of course, the governor. And where did my father go? So you're Barak's son, then? The one who left town so long ago. You missed him by hours. Guess it wasn't in the cards. Couldn't you have gotten here, say, yesterday? Everything would be different then. And he waited for you so eagerly. I know, I got here as fast as I could. So where's father? Guess your best wasn't good enough. What do you mean? Old Barak is dead. Dead? Dead. No one knows how. Rumor has it he was murdered. A load of bull. He was like a father to all of us. Who would kill him? I don't buy it. So that's who was killed tonight. Do you know the interaction that lockpicks have in fights? I know that they can be used as weapons, but like I said earlier, I don't really fight in this game. The crowd's gone mad, like frightened children, so eager to catch someone, anyone, and no idea who. Some say it was an outsider, others a shabnak. When it hits home, people are quick to drag the clay wench from the depths of memory. Why an outsider? Who else? And a shabnak? Honestly, you're hardly better than a pack of children. A shabnak adir, a thing of steppe legends. I don't recall what it is. Earth is living. In the wake of great change, wrath, pain, fear, anxiety, all these grow in its belly, until one day it disgorges a creature of clay and dead bones. It often looks like a woman, and the longer it walks among us, the more it looks like a living person. And you think a shabnak killed my father? Well, maybe the killer was a shabnak. Who else? A person couldn't have done it. You think so? Isidore was a man. Men must not kill men, and so men do not kill men. At least not in this town they don't. Obviously, they do now. Oh, but of course he wasn't killed. People are mad with grief, so they parrot nonsense. And Saburov, he's only too happy to prey on these rumors. He'll dig his claws deep into this case to flaunt his value, mark my words. Saburov, so he's in charge now. Well, yes and no. The real ruler is Fat Vlad. Money's power and town's business all belongs to Olgimsky. And the town's business all belongs to Olgimsky. The factory, the abattoir, the railroad, all his. The Kanes still have the power of fear, and Saburov, well, he's technically the leader of the three, but only technically. Where's my father's body? No clue. People used to bring the dead to your father. You know, a doctor. How will we live now? No idea. Unbelievable. The war, the train delayed. What a terrible year. Do you even have a place to stay now? Yes, I have friends in town. 3 at least. They'll help me. Do you think they still remember you? It's been 6 years after all. They do. Alright, now let's go talk to my king, my son.
Snips and snails and puppy dog tails.
A David Bowie fan. Why are you covered in blood? I fell down the stairs. You're an outsider. I've never seen you before, and I know everyone. I'm from here, but I've been away for a while. You do look like the old man. You could be his son. I am his son. What I want to know is, why are you covered in blood? What's wrong with you, kid? Whatever. But I'll remember you. Likewise. Nice meeting you. Always be polite to children. And yep, the house is locked. Cannot go inside. Lockpicks are the best melee weapon. If you hit the enemy and the lockpick break, you insta-kill the enemy. Oh, I did not know that. Even worms you can kill with one hit, so lockpick with almost no durability are great to fight. I literally had no idea. Yeah, I usually will just keep a lancet on hand. Oh, wow, yeah. Kill thieves to get resources, drop more lockpicks. That's pro tip. Alright, let's talk to our worm friend. If you see a man, run. Men are angry today. They kill the likes of you and I. Why are they so hateful? Looking for a murderer. Turning into murderers themselves. This is how a town changes. What murderer? What does it have to do with me? You look like a murderer. Normal things to say to people. Do not delve into the town's flesh if you want to live. Keep to the outskirts. Less people here. Thanks, worm. Let Mother Bodo keep your footprints warm. Okay, yep, so we can... Okay, so yeah, we'll go this way. Everyone calm down now. No more mob justice. What the fuck do you want? Everything is dealt with over here. No more blood. What is dealt with? The murderers. It wasn't them. And if it was, it's up for the judge to decide. Are you one of the crazies who can't keep their fists in check? I'm Artemy Barak, Isidore's son. I only arrived today. Something happened this night. I'm not sure what exactly myself. Then a rumor spread. A steppe golem had stolen a woman's shape and started to kill. Stone Age idiocy. They beat several steppe girls to death. I wonder if Twire drives folks insane. Were these the ones who beat girls to death? They tried. That's alright, though. They'll be taken to the town hall and dealt with. Wow. Absurdity. How could it happen? How could anyone call themselves human after that? God, go. Calm down and be on your way. I don't like either of these options. I have nothing to do with any of this, but I'm also not going to tell you you should be foreman of the abattoir. What a weird thing to say to a person. Where was I going? Okay, left and right. right? Did I do that right? And then a left. Oh, come on, this says that it was free on the map. Okay, good. Sorry if that was loud. Content warning for classic Pathologic. Oh god, that's brutal. Her scream, the poor thing. It must have hurt terribly. Could she have been a person? Clay doesn't scream. What have you done? It wasn't us. She was already burning when we came here. We tried to save her, but failed. Oh yeah, you all look like you were trying real hard. Standing around. Yeah, the scene is a real shock in the first run. Oh yes, I saw your valiant attempts. Oh, God. It's just brutal. But I am going to loot it. Oh, okay. Oh. Alright, fine. We'll let the little roots pop out. No. Yeah, so that soundbite is a cue that there are some roots nearby that can emerge from the ground, but we'll get to that. Okay, turn around. I think this is the way that I want to go. Yep. There we go. Hey, Coralda, I didn't do anything. Why did they run away? I don't know. They behaved so strange. What are you doing here, Basagon? I brought my bones here. Why? I won't explain to you. I did nothing wrong. I just brought my bones here. What's wrong with that? These bones are mine. I didn't steal them. I tell the truth. You should be more careful with your bones, Basagon. You're acting strange, and people rarely appreciate that. What's so strange about that? They're the strange ones. Well, people don't usually toy around with bull skulls. Okay, so where we are headed now is Reuben is my father's student, almost a brother to me. I should see him. He will help. So we are headed to stalk Reuben's apartment. Here it is. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend. Go ahead, say whatever you're gonna say, so that I can talk. Come on. Alright, fine, I'll talk then. Well, one thing is clear. You're a...
Crude practices. What rustic procedures. I refuse to work this way.
Thanks, Daniil. Always so annoying. Well, one thing is clear. You are a very, very lucky man, which means you need to take care of yourself. You are so careless, Vorak. It's Artemy Vorak, right? Burak. Artemy Burak. Apologies. Oh, and may I ask, is it true that your actions have already resulted in 4 deaths? I'm not in the habit of spilling my guts to strangers, especially when they can't even remember my name. Daniil Dankovsky, Bachelor of Medicine, at your service. But before we speak any further, I'd like to clarify a rather crucial thing. Just how highly do you hold your sense of duty? Too highly, clearly, since it brought me back to this wretched town. Well, from this point on, you owe me. I just saved you from a rather grisly fate. I don't remember seeing a rescue team. Your Reuben has utterly murderous intents. Isidore meant quite a lot to him. Your father was his mentor. Reuben even considers himself old Burak's true son, unlike you. Anyway, he thinks you're to blame for your father's death. What a load of... I managed to convince him that you didn't actually kill Isidore. Well, not empirically. But I'm under the impression that in Reuben's mind, you still caused your father's death. You did, after all, take your sweet time getting here, while Isidore was counting on your help. Is that true? Trying to guilt-trip me, huh? That's clever. What a learned man you are. Look, you have my condolences, Vorak. But since we've established that you owe me, let me explain how you'll repay your debt. Things are about to get a little tense, and I need only one thing. Just do exactly as I tell you. You're a doctor, right? Burak, how are things going to get tense? Today's tragedy won't be the last. I was blessed with a naturally high intelligence, and my observations indicate that a very deadly visitor has come to this godforsaken town. That's all I can say for now. I don't like you, bachelor whatever. Allow me to sum up. Reuben told me he's the only decent doctor in town, but you're a competent surgeon. I need you alive, healthy, and quiet. Close at hand. Spare me any wild improvisations. I'll be the one handling the situation. Medicum morbo ad hebere. Sorry, I just love him. How about you just shut up? I'll deal with Reuben myself. No middlemen required. Where is he? Gone to carry out my orders. From now on, your Reuben does what I tell him to do. He entered my service of his own accord. I suggest that you do the same. It will help everyone. I just hate big city dandies who think they know best. Microaggression. Alright, let's ransack Reuben's apartment. And there is a clock in here where we can hit our first save point. And it takes just as long to save as it does to get through a loading screen. But when it freezes like that, that's how you know that the game is saved. Oh, I could go buy that bull now. Thanks, Reuben. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure the bull shows up anyway. I'm not gonna worry about it. Alright. Goodbye, Daniil. Okay, where am I going next? Okay, I could go to see Bad Grief, or I could go to see Lara. Let's go to see Bad Grief, because he's got like an actual thing that he wants me to do. Nope, that's not the exit. Nope, that's not the exit. That's not the exit. There's the door that looks different. Alright, let's... Oh, jeez! Oh my god! So you're old Brock's son. And you are? A ferryman. What do you want? I've got bad news. Could it get any worse? Just you wait, Artemy. Someone sharing your features spilled blood. It became known. People want revenge. They say that whoever murdered the 3 men at the station today is also responsible for Simon Kane's death. Yeah, what else are they responsible for? What else? You won't like it. The townsfolk realized murder's no longer taboo. People sensed they can now kill others. First they looked for Shabnak Adig and killed several women. Then they went after the steppe creatures, Odongs. They're frightened. They turned to animals. So they seek to punish murder by turning to murder themselves. It's like a craze. It's September, you know. Steppe herbs are in bloom. Yeah, right. Of course the herbs are to blame. You have nothing to do with it, I know. I'm a ferryman. Well, almost. Actually, I'm a train driver. I know you are on my train. I wasn't alone, by the way. But you were. We drivers can feel the living weight. There was only one human being on that train. You. Odd. The townsfolk aren't too fond of ferrymen and drivers, so he will help you. Go to a key, show your face to a worm, and he'll take you wherever you ask for a fingernail. Show your face to a man, and he'll help you out with equipment. I have a fingernail already. People think I spilled blood last night. The rumor will spread in no time. You're the man everybody's after, right? You look like the description. Oh, what's the description? You know, big, fat, dangerous with bulgy eyes, a weird leg, a scary mug, and a stupid look on his face. Must be you. Thanks, kid. At least I know what I look like now. Really? Well, whatever. It's good we found you. We need help. What for? We need to hold a trial for a murderer, and we can't do it without you. Will you help? What? You've caught a murderer? Or was it the murderer? It's kinda hard to say. So, will you come? Well, if you're telling the truth, then I'm in luck. The courthouse is a warehouse. The one with little flags. Hurry up, they're starting soon. The warehouse with little flags? Oh, I remember. Seems like you kids took over our old place. So what, is the asshole still in there? The one with the carpet bag? Yeah, he's in there. I hereby grant you every right to throw something at him, if you so desire. But where's Dr. Rubin? We need a doctor. I'm a doctor. What's the issue? There's been a disaster. Alma, Duke, and Wolfling were poisoned. Where are they? In a warehouse with little flags. Go down the railroad and to the left. You'll see it. Alright, I'll check it out. Okay, yeah, and the plan was to go see Grief anyway. And Notkin's right next to him, so we'll head out down to the warehouse. Nope, see, and that's why I check my map every 3 steps, because even though I've played this game, I still take so many wrong turns. Okay, yep, and he's just telling me that I'll get thirsty. I understand. Thanks, King. Alright, we can fill up water bottles here, so let's do that. Oh, my brothers and spirits, behold a man, head higher than the sky. Behold a creature of well-earned pride. Dare I trouble you, good sir, with trivial talk? Great, a poet. Go ahead, I'm listening. Oh, how ferocious Mother Nature is, for 'tis her wrath that must be borne. Oh, friend, if only I could quench my thirst, I'd give heaven and earth for a sip of cold water. You're literally next to a pub. The pub is closed, good sir, but even if it wasn't, what makes it open, really? One must ask oneself. And anyway, Stomatin the curmudgeonly has introduced new rules, with another sort of liquid flowing, a fiery one. A good one, but not one I need at the moment. So do you have water? Maybe I do. Yeah, I'll take a tourniquet, I guess. Oh, not for 3 water bottles. You're joking. You're joking, buddy. People hide their eyes when they see me. This guy... You are being hunted. You'll need a weapon. Pushing me in the direction of bloodshed, huh? Like you need pushing. Listen, we respected old Barak. You are the only person who can replace him. We don't want to see you dead, too. So what do you suggest? It just so happens that no one carries firearms around these parts. It's a peaceful town. That's for the best. And it just so happens that I have a revolver, but I can't give it away for free. For a reasonable price, though. Where did you get it? Our storekeeper has his way of finding curios. He orders them from the big world, to be delivered by train, on Big Vlad's behalf. That's all right, the master can take it. Who is this brave storekeeper? Forget it. So are you interested in the deal? How much for the revolver? 3,000. Are you nuts? I don't have this sort of money. I can wait for 2 days. If you don't take it by then, I'll do business with someone else. My circumstances are humble. As for the money, you'll have no trouble getting it. Isidore must have left you inheritance. It's hard to talk about it now, I understand, but business is business. Drop it. I didn't come here for the inheritance. I wanted to see my father. Secondly, Isidore must have taught you how to hear and pick medicinal herbs. They're in bloom now, and merchants in the Broken Heart would give you a decent price for them. Yeah, I know a thing or two about herbs. I'm not interested at all in this revolver, so I am not going to pursue that. I never use it. There's no point. We believe you didn't kill our patriarch. We'll transport you along the Gullet and the Guzzle, the tributaries of the Gorkon, our kind river, but it will still cost you fingernails. There's no other way. Why do you believe me? Because we are ferrymen. We know from which way you came and when. The murders happened at night. You arrived in the morning. We sensed that a new person appeared in the town. We keep track of that. How many of us live here, by the way? I can't tell. The unheard of now happens. People kill other people, so the weight shifts and shifts and shifts. 1 more has just died. No, 2 more. A bad day for our town. The Gorkon is a kind river, but its water isn't for humans. You can't drink from the Gorkon. You ought not walk into it either. We traverse its edge. It's frightening. We need fingernails so that we can always return. Fair enough. I'll keep an eye out for you when I have fingernails and want to travel around faster. Well, that's a weird moment of deja vu that I'm getting. Oh, you can see the polyhedron just barely in the distance. Alright, so we're in the warehouses. We're gonna visit, Notkin first, and then we'll go see Bad Grief. Alright, let's wait for all the children to load. Okay. Ugh, there she is. There's our Murky.
What do you want?
You're here. Good. The trial can begin. Go on. A question first. They say you're no son to old Barak. He was a doctor. He saved lives. It is said that you kill instead. Is that true? Ah, so that's who the accused is. Answer the question, please. Are you a murderer or no? I may have killed, yes. Tell me, is it right to kill? We need to know what you believe. Old Barak wasn't just a doctor to us. He was a teacher. He knew how to live. You say you are his son, so you're to take his place and answer. Is murder acceptable? No, killing is never right. Never forget that. But do you plan to avenge your father? We're talking about you, children, not about me. Good. We now know the kind of man you are. Here ends the trial. You're free to go. So you know me, huh? That was quick. Guess I should talk to you if I'm ever confused.
Cats know the fact of the matter. Ignore when a fool comes to chatter.
So is revenge bad too? Yes, life finds its own way of punishing the wicked. So you say murder is bad, but it's easy for you to say. You've gave Wolfling a bone, never fed Duke, never met Leica. I'd like to see if you'd change your tune when you actually encountered the traitor. I bet my soul you'd lose it and snap his neck. You really ought to take better care of that soul. It's fine. I have a half on top of it after all. You have what? We each have a half besides our own soul. See this gray cat here chasing his own tail? That's Jester. We're always together. I see no cat, though. Of course you don't. He's my half. Jester will only show himself to you when I trust you. I see. So no one here trusts me quite yet. Indeed. Back to business, though. Why did you mention revenge at all? Here's the deal. You're so full of the milk of human kindness. Go and meet Leica for yourself. And if you truly honestly believe a lying, cheating lowlife like him deserves to go free, let him go free. But if you figure he needs to be taught a lesson, give him this leash. It'll bring him back here, guaranteed. Are you testing me? Kind of. Alright, deal. We have a deal. Murky says it's by the gumstone. Who's Murky? The girl in the corner. She was the one who told us you're a killer. Did she see me then? She did, but don't bother her. She's frightened as it is. Fine. Where do I go? The gumstone. Stepward from the basket. Aren't you supposed to know all this? Or do you stepfolk have different names for everything? Nah, it's the same. I know the place. So the reason that we did that, was to get that leash. Alright. My inventory is starting to get very full, so we're gonna have to expand this, very soon. Thank you for actually coming. You're so brave. Look, we all made a gift for you to welcome you here. See? It's bread. Please don't frown. It's all we can spare. We need to eat too. There's a lot of mouths to feed here. Why are you doing this? Sorry it's so stale, and drink the milk fast because it'll go bad soon. But the water is fresh from a ravine. So you kids are all hungry too? Well, yeah, we are on our own after all. And because you're just children from a video game, I will take the bread and water and milk. And I will have another piece of toast because I'm hungry. Knives, scissors, blades, razors, anything sharp. If you've got a sharp axe, I'm interested. How about sharp wit? It can cut deeper than a knife. Those items are what I barter for. We need them. And what would you give me for sharp objects? Lock-picking shivs? You're handy with locks. You can open 3 or 4 doors with one. Brand new. And needles. Good for smaller locks. like locker locks. So you trade needles for knives. Strange. Oh, so you aren't a local. We aren't allowed razors. If they catch us, we'll be grounded for a year. Might even get spanked. I'm a local. I'm familiar with the law. Children aren't to touch sharp objects. That being said, I'll take the immunity boosters. Take some morphine. I know we just had a conversation about lockpicks, but as I said, I don't fight in this game. I guess I'll take a needle. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, wasn't there something else that was happening here? Isn't there a sick kid? Alright, so I can either go see Bad Grief, or I can run down here, and talk to, the guy that Notkin wanted me to talk to. And I think, because I'm gonna have to come back anyway, I will go and talk to this kid first, and then I will come back and talk to Bad Grief. Oh god, alright, I'm so hated now. This is the trickiest part of the first day. Alright. I'm sick of walking, so I'm gonna run a little bit. First time playing. No, this is actually my fourth or fifth playthrough. Where's this kid? Literally, where did this kid go? Everyone hates me. I'll be hunted. Oh wait, there he is, I think. Yeah, there he is.
The worst is yet to come.
Look at you, feeling better, but the town's not too welcoming, is it? Don't worry, the steppe is wide. It can hide anyone. What brings you here? Who are you, kid? Why do you ask? Tell me straight, were you the one who poisoned the dogs? All lies. I'm a good, kind soul. Explain yourself. The soul and a halves are the real punks, and Notkin is the worst. And punks deserve to suffer, right? But you can't hurt them. They just wipe the blood away and keep going. So you need to hit them where it does hurt, right in the heart. Make them see how it feels. You're disgusting. Scram. Wonderful, so off you go. By the way, if you need anyone to confirm that you only arrived this morning and couldn't have murdered anyone last night, just say the word. I'll run to Saburov and testify. Yes, that would be useful, actually. Wait for me by the town hall. Game is unfair and very hard. It's, I wouldn't call it unfair. I would call it very hard. I think the game has a very specific set of rules that it keeps to, and I think that is what makes it, in a word, fair, because it's upfront with the rules. Even if it's like a punch to the gut, all the time because of how brutal it is. It never cheats you. And I mean, it does cheat you. But it never cheats you in such a way that or in such a way that I should say. It never cheats me in such a way that I feel like disrespected or like classically cheated. When this game cheats you, you can tell that they're saying this game is fair, but life isn't fair. And if you're strong enough to do whatever you need to do, if you're strong enough to overcome our challenges, then it doesn't matter how difficult the game is. I mean, it's cruel and brutal, don't get me wrong. Some of the things that happen in this game are just like, ugh. You have to be a real asshole to think of, oh my god, this loading screen. You have to be a real asshole to think up some of the things that happen in this game, but none of it is unfounded or unexpected when you think about the rules of the world and the themes that it's exploring. And that's why I just love this game so much. It's brutal, but it's a cathartic brutal. Alright, let's follow up with Notkin. Follow up. God, as if I'm sending this kid an email after like 3 days of no response. Hello, Notkin. As per my last email, please let me into your hideout. Please let me in. Alright, there we go. The most unfair thing that I would say that happens in this game is just that loading glitch where time still passes as waiting just because time is so desperate.
If only we had a trolley, we'd ride it down the rails away from this place.
Jester thinks you're a decent sort, and he's not the only one. So behold, we solemnly grant you this leash. It means you're always welcome here, and that you may even get your own half one day. Not everyone does. Don't go singing my praises just yet. I let your poisoner go. You let him go? If I am to replace my father, here ends your first lesson. This changes nothing. Keep the leash. But for now, go. I need to think. You do that. It'll do you good. Let's see. Oh, ooh. Alright. We can get some gloves. Honestly, you know what? We don't really need this stuff yet. And I don't want to give up my charms, in case I run into a kid with schmouters. Okay, so let's go check in with Bad Grave. Check in. I need to stop with my email lingo. Let's go meet Bad Grief. And let's start collecting bottles too. Why haven't I been collecting bottles? Water is so desperately necessary in this game. Ugh. This game looks so good all the time.
The wench has us all over a barrel. Nothing to be done about it now.
Well, look who's entered my humble home. Could that be my pal Artemy the artist? The Artemy who cuts arteries, maybe. No, I don't recognize this man. Too soft. They must have kept him swaddled and coddled. Whatever palace he ran off for. Palace? I left for school. Climbing the ladder, then. If only. A little bird told me you're a hard-boiled criminal now. I'll admit, old friend, I got misty-eyed with pride. Lucky for you, I can store you anywhere in the warehouses, and no quail nor nightingale would sing a tune. You're a storekeeper? Not a keeper of stores, but stories. This town, this great machine, the gears don't turn on their own. No, not till they're slick with secrets. Verbose nonsense. I know what you do. Forget it. Tell me this, friend. What's your plan? Do you know about my father's murder? I do. May he rest in peace. He was a decent man, and the best sawbones around. Do you know who murdered him? Nope. Sniffing the ground ourselves. You didn't think it was one of mine. Listen, we don't cut folks. We honor tradition. Although, there was one fella, Barley. He left our little community a month back and got himself a new one. Now they do cut folks, but they wouldn't touch your old man. They aren't fools. Seems there must be at least one fool in town. So what's the plan then? Revenge, or something with a little more finesse? I'll find out who's behind this. Then we'll see. Just stay away from Saburov. I mean it, Cub. The man's a hawk. All might makes right, no sense. He'll throw you in jail first and only think months later. I know your thick skull, too. You'd charge in there, shoulders square, thinking, the truth will win out. Bullshit. Stay away, you hear me? Are you finished? Calm down.
There once was a man of great humor who found he was dead of a tumor. But he woke up today to his neighbor's dismay, and that of his cow once he took her.
You run into the old crowd? Stock Reuben? Lara? I've been to Reuben's. He's not home. Gotta say, it's a tough time for our friendship. I mean, if you can even call this friendship. Gravel-hearted Lara won't look at me now, and Stock's even worse. He's completely ignored my plea for help. You need help? You gone outside recently? It's chaos. Innocent souls torn limb from limb. Everyone's lost their minds hunting the culprit. A step golem, some think, but others? They're after your hide, friend. All this going on, naturally, my men ran into a mob. Barely got out alive. They need a sawbones bad. Your old man's gone and his star student Stock won't take the job, so... Let me patch them up. I am a surgeon after all. Are your men still here? Not here. Shiner dropped by, said they're waiting for death in a hideout. Poor piecework. He's knocking on heaven's door. Got something stuck in the belly. Can you believe, folks? They're all shapeshifters, I swear, shedding skin and eating each other. May not look it, but every person in this town has a vile beast inside. I'll use this scalpel you just had lying around then. Wonderful. You find anything in his belly he doesn't need, don't toss it. Bring it to me. Might be useful. What, like a memento? You're still a weird one. Bred in the bone, I suppose. The game puts the player to feel all the pain and consequences of their choices to survive. Metalinguistic with some characters that represent entities that accompany you in suffering, but do not participate in it. For it, the game is so unique and cool. Yeah, it's a very unique and cool game, and I think what makes it one of my favorite games is that it doesn't pull its punches in that way.
Wages war on all poorer.
Please, grief, I'm talking.
Here we go, all around.
It is really incredibly unique, and I wish more people knew about it and played it. Alright, I need to expand my inventory so badly already. How am I doing on food? Let's eat the toast and be rid of it. According to the developers, the game should be unbearable. Yeah. And yet, we bear it. Which way am I going? Someone is selling a bull here. Someone is selling a revolver. Yeah, one can drink from barrels. I know that. Oh, okay, that's right. Alright, yep. I've got to get over there. And I don't want to, waste a, trip on the ferryman getting over there. So we are just going to sneak over if possible. I'm trying to figure out the best route to do that right now. Because people are going to try to beat me up and kill me. Alright, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna run up from... No, you know what? We're gonna go this way. Alright, I've turned myself around now. Because this way's just a little bit shorter, I guess. And then we're gonna go turn ourselves in so that our reputation can go down, and we can get some free food. Because I am not one to fight with the entire town. I'd rather just spend a couple hours in jail. Oh, jeez. There are a lot of people out and about. We're gonna try and sneak for as long as we can. Okay. Alright, women will only run from me, and children won't attack me, so... I love the music in this game. Oh no, a man. Alright, let's go. Should I just buy the bowl? Up here and to the left. I could try to go the back ways too. Or I could just run. Alright, let's buy the bowl. Yeah, give me the bowl. Let's go back ways. Oh, come on. Fear no man, but fear bulls in this game. Honestly, I fear the men in this game too. Okay. Ugh, you really... You have to use as much water as you possibly can in the beginning of this game. Do not take it for granted. Am I still going the right way? Okay. Alright, I love how many dudes I am not running into. I'm gonna go this way. Is it? Okay, it is through this door. I'm gonna try and trade with children first. Yeah, morphine could be good. I don't want to get rid of many of my dead items, shop stuff. Because, potentially there will be a schmouter out there tonight, but I did it anyway. Water is gold. Alright, I wonder which door they're in. And you are? A doctor from Bad Grief. Tell me what happened. One of ours got himself cut, is what happened. A shiv stuck in his side. A lot of blood, see? At least he's breathing for now. Got water? No. Don't you forget to give him alcohol, or powders, anything. Gotta kill the pain first. A twitchy man, this one. He'll flop around like a fish. Powders. You have no idea how to perform an operation. But you got something to cut with. That damn thing's stuck deep. Try to get it out with a knife, didn't work. Need those special knives. Scalpels. Yes, idiots, I do have a scalpel. Now shut up so I can work. No, we were doing God's work. Who did away with old Barack? A Shabnak, that's who. So we tracked the man-eater. Then all the steppe trash poured in, yelling that she's no Shabnak. They took out shivs. 10 of them on 2. I've seen the stake lot fire. Was that your doing too? We avenged Barack. Piecework himself grabbed her. Don't you glare at me like that. Come on, help the man. Can't you see he's about dead? Do what Bad Grief said. Some doctor he sent us. Bad Grief told me to search his stomach for anything he doesn't need, so that's what I'll look for. Alright, so kidneys, this is stomach. And we'll use this slightly better scalpel. Oh, that's just the stomach. There we go. I always make that mistake because I think too logically, so I very well might have killed him just then. I usually accidentally kill this guy. Okay, alright, so I just sliced him open. I didn't actually take his stomach, so this guy's not mad at me. Hey, I can hear him breathing now. All normal. He'll live, unless he dies. Alright, so I should have, yep, bloody lockpick now. Okay. Oh my god, I need to upgrade my inventory so badly. Okay, anything good? I say, looking for more things to fill it up. Well, I'm getting money, so that's good. Spring, scissors. Ugh, I didn't actually need those scissors, honestly. I have no space for anything. Look round, Burak, at this abandoned house. Of course it's abandoned. Those thugs wouldn't be here otherwise. Have you secured all you need to survive? I'm managing for now. I hardly urge that you mimic those two, but times are dire, and what you need you may find lurking in empty houses such as these. And if the owners should return abruptly, you were neither first nor last criminal here. So you say I should burgle this place? Exactly. 'Tis your life at stake, and things are merely things that you might then repay. You are indeed a doctor here, Barak. Fair enough. Alright, so we are now going to go turn ourselves in and get this reputation handled. I don't want people to attack me in the streets. Is this your money, sir? I think you dropped your purse. Is this some kind of test of character? Save money, sir. You'll need it yet. An optimist, I see. Alas, today is not the day for commerce. Suspicious folk from out of town are outlawed, but there's a shop that deals in stolen loot stood among the warehouses, trading with all sorts and no regard for reputation, so you may find a use for money yet. Ah, just the kind of place I'm looking for. Anything good, kid? No, we're gonna wait. I really want to visit the dead item shop before I start trading anything. Yeah, I tend to hoard my stuff for the dead item shop and for the kid who has a schmouder on her. Thank God there's just no one on the streets, I say, jinxing myself. Okay. Don't go in there, buddy. If you do, you won't come out. I'll risk it. Although at least they feed you in jail. You'd have a chance to rest and wait it out until the birds stop squawking and return to their nests. A poet, then. No wonder no one seized you. Damn, Artemy just hates poets. Alright, let's get arrested. I'm listening. No, I'm listening. Where's my father's body?
I was so stupid.
Ah, the patricide. You've spared me the trouble of hunting you down. You there, seize him, and take him to number 3. I think it's free. Strike, if you will, but here! Oh well. Oh, Saburov. Alright, so we eat a little bit of food, we sleep for 2 hours. Honestly, jail's pretty cushy. But we are gonna make someone talk to us. Okay, I'm gonna explain how this works and you're gonna listen. All suspects get locked up while investigation is ongoing. That'll happen in the morning. You can scream, shout, run around in circles, bang on doors all you want. Morning is when you get out and not a moment sooner. You've got food and water, now wait. I need to talk to the governor. If you need to, you will, in the morning. Tell the governor I have a witness. They will confirm I'm innocent in my father's death. What kind of witness? A girl named Murky. Who would trust a kid? They'd say anything for a peanut. And if you have witnesses, why were they silent before? They weren't given time. Do you think I'm stupid? I know what you're up to. It's called weaseling. You figure there must be a way out and you're trying to wind me up, find the right approach, right? I'm not that kind of person. Look, you aren't coming out of that cell a moment before the order's given. Period. Except under a shroud, maybe. The walls and door won't break down, so don't even try it. You've got a cot, use it. You'll want to be refreshed tomorrow for the investigation. My father is dead, and here you are. Man, I sure would love to eat. Okay, let's see what I can do here. I have 2 eggs. Come on. Why am I carrying soap? Who gave me soap? Did I pick that up at some point? I don't need soap. Ever. Alright, let's go for the smoked meat. Ugh. It's stupid to use a tourniquet right now. The bandage I'm gonna need. These are all good for— alright, matchsticks I don't need. So that can be pemmican. Okay, that's good for now. I think it takes like 2 hours, if I remember correctly, to get pulled out of here. Oh, that's right. My name was Jacob Stirk, worked in shipping. 2 marriages, both happy, brought up a daughter. Friends woke me up in the night. They were getting a posse together to catch old Kane's killer. We ambushed him at the station. That's where I was killed, with my own knife, no less. Kane? Don't you mean Brock? I was called Kirik. It was my idea to catch the murderer at the station. So we lay in ambush. The train came. A man got off. Get him, boys, I cried. That was stupid of me. The killer would be getting on, not off. I'm sorry. Called me Birdie, short for Bertrand, and that's one of the kinder nicknames. Birdie was fine. A name's just a name. I got murdered at the station last night. Didn't rightly know what I was doing there. Figure I just went along with the herd. I'm sorry, Bertrand. Did you enjoy your little chats? They don't blame you, as you saw. I suppose they haven't quite come to terms with their fates yet. Or perhaps they have. Death does that to people. If I could only fix it. I'll tell you a story. Once there was a man who wanted to fix everything. He begged on bended knee for a chance to turn back in time. And when he got it, history repeated itself. Good job, we told him. That's your fate. He asked us, once more? So? So we let him try once more, but with a catch. He who denies his fate will be punished. He'll keep living as a cripple, lame, wounded. See where I'm going with this? Did he try again, then? I don't remember, and I don't care. Even if he didn't, there probably wasn't a happy ending. You can't fight fate, Brock. It's immutable. I'll still try. Oh, loading screens. I've already gotten the achievement for this, so fine, I'll kill them. See, you're a man of fate, Brock. What are you trying to prove? You can't change fate. Have you heard the story of Oedipus? Oedipus. Fate is not to be fought, beakhead. It must be overcome another way. Okay, now I probably... Yeah, didn't actually get any sleep there. Oh, I'm frozen. Oh, Pathologic. Classic. I'm gonna drop these. They're not very useful. I will eat the pemmican. And I should now have room for the toast. Okay. Let's see if 1 hour is enough to get me out of here. No. Ah, yes. Turns out you're innocent. They got the culprit. Everyone else is free to go. They got the culprit. Who is it? You think anyone tells me that kind of thing? If someone's free to go, they aren't a suspect anymore, right? So the culprit must have been caught. It's called logic. Although, maybe they weren't. Not my place to know. My orders were to let the big one go. The master vouched for you. What master? Fat Vlad. Vlad Olgimsky. That is. The big one. Vlad Sr. All 4 of them. That's a rousing vote of confidence. Okay, cool. Now no one's gonna try to kill me in the streets. And I can leave. Master says you're doing well. He said with each hour, fewer and fewer people think he's the murderer. He said, tell him that I want to talk. Let him come to the lump, right away. Your master? Big Vlad. Ah, Olgimsky. What does he want with me? You're back. Oh, okay. No, yeah, no worries about the, sudden disappearance. I hope all is well. Yeah, I am planning on wrapping up, in a minute. I'm gonna either... I might just, honestly, I might end here after I finish talking to this kid since I'm at a save point. I was gonna go to Lara's, but now he wants me to go to, meet Big Vlad, so I might just call it here, and make that decision next week. If he's summoning you, you must go. No dawdling, he said. If he needs me so much, let him come to me. We don't have time for capitalists. I do want to just peek behind here first, though. Just because I love all the hidden corners and nooks and crannies in this game. Okay, yeah, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to save here, and call that good. The later we meet Big Vlad, the better, yeah. One death from my last playthrough that I was not sad to see happen. He was the first death that I got too, and that's only because I didn't really know how to avoid it. Okay. Yeah, so you should be able to check out the VOD to see anything that you did miss, and hopefully it'll run pretty smoothly as opposed to the stream, which was kind of up and down. And then depending on if we both have free time this week, we could try again, or we could wait until Monday. But okay, I'm gonna stop the stream.